Hey, Tamira here. Come on in. Let me know where you are watching from. I just checked the numbers and the numbers are in. I can share with you what has happened in the 2 weeks since I joined DBA. I am not at home, as you can see. I am at my auntie's house. She's my new neighbor. So I've been spending a lot of time over here because because I have the freedom to do that. So we are planning our holiday. I'd love to hear what you're doing and you and your family are going to do for the holiday. My daughter and grandkids, they're usually around the morning and then they go to the water park. So I hang out with other family for the holiday, which is next week, which, by the way, it is the 26th, and on the last day to get volume 2 with volume 1. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Tyra girl. There's a Tyla and a Tyra. I'm sorry. Okay. So June 30th is the last day to get volume 1 and volume 2. Okay. When you get volume 1 until June 30th, you also get volume 2. Okay. So you want to join DBA now. Let me get on the screen here. Y'all know I'm old, so I still struggle a little bit with this screen. Okay, so let me share here with y'all. Nope, I don't want that one. And it, of course, because my phone has so many images and stuff, it takes so long. Okay, so which one is it for me to upload the picture and put the picture on as a sticker? Is it this one? No. I just want it on the screen. I just want it on the screen. I don't want to use my hand to do it. No. Not that one. This is ridiculous. How do I just add it as a sticker? Here, I'm going to do this. No, that's not the one either. I've done this before. I used to do it all the time. This is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I cannot believe this. Okay, so we're just not going to do that right now. And I'm going to come back to it in a second. Okay, so in the last 2 weeks, first of all, I made a prediction like within the first couple days of joining DBA. And that prediction was that DBA would double in size by the 19th, okay, within the first week. Because volume 2 was scheduled to launch on the 19th, and instead we pushed it back to the to the 1st of July. And we also came out with some thank you for sharing. We also came out with some tools to help everyone, right? So the DBA preview. Let me know in the comments if you have seen the DBA preview, because that is one bomb piece of content. It is absolutely incredible. I love it so much. Okay, I think this is the one that I want. Okay, but I don't know why it's taking forever to pull it. It's just not working. Ugh. If you go on my profile, you will see my latest video and you will see the number there of what I have been able to, the people I have been able to help. Because let me just say, there is a lot of hate right now. Like, you can't open up Facebook. I can't open up Messenger. And I'm going to take accountability for this last one in Messenger and say maybe it was my wording. But you just, everywhere you go, not about DBA specifically, but about master resale rights and that it, first of all, master resale rights, the way it's being, oops, this is embarrassing today, y'all. I'm so excited, right? So the way master resale rights is being portrayed by a lot of different factions out there is just downright ridiculous, right? It says a lot to me when people have to bash something, right? Now, again, I've said it before. If you've been following me, y'all still here. Y'all so good to me. Y'all heard me say it before. The master resale rights today is not the master resale rights that was around several years ago, right? But I actually even think these people know that. I think they feel threatened. I think they feel a scarcity mindset. And it's actually very interesting to me because a lot of them, the industries that they're in and what they do, it's leveraged, right? So they go out and they recruit people to be a part of their team and they get an override on that team's work, right? And so when you are on a team, I need you to understand this because I know compensation plans. I have over 20 years of sales experience, been a top salesperson in several industries. I've coached, developed, and hired and even fired top sales talent, okay? I've earned trips because of my sales volume. I've developed and coached and mentored people to becoming, and some of them were actually even about to be fired, and I turned them around from that to being top performers and earning trips and getting promoted, and many have very lucrative careers to this day from their time working with me. I don't say that to impress you. I say that to impress upon you that I understand compensation plans at a very high level, because there is a saying, and the people that worked the best under me, or performed the best under me, I should say, under my leadership, they were taught to understand that the person, knowing the compensation plan is one thing. Understanding the compensation plan is a completely different thing, because the person who understands the compensation plan is the person who will make the most money, because they will understand exactly where to go in that compensation plan and what behaviors that compensation plan, what I don't want to say success factor, what results that compensation plan values the most, and they are going to focus on those things, and the rest will just be the cherry on top for them, okay? So if you're picking up what I'm throwing down, drop a 1 in the comments. Drop a 1 in the comments, right? Because if you understand the compensation plan, you will understand what you should be doing. Knowing the compensation plan means that you just know what it says. It's like reading versus comprehension. Can I get an amen? A lot of people can read, but not everybody comprehends and understands and can articulate in their own words what they just read. That is comprehension, right? When you can begin to draw analogies, when you can put things into your own words and apply it to your own understanding, either past, present, or imaginary or future, right? And so I say that because there are people involved in compensation plans where they recruit others to come in and they mentor them, they coach them, so-called, and then they get a piece of the pie of that person's production. Well, if you are the person who's new to the team, you're getting the lowest percentage of pay. And so guess what? That company is still paying out on average 50, 60, 70, even 80% of the sales that are made, but you might only be getting 5% as the new person. So where is the other, are you picking up what I'm throwing down? Where is the other percentage going to? To these people that are online hating MRR right now. I'm going to just say it. I'm going to say it and let the pieces fall where they may. Okay? So if you're getting 5%, 10% in these structured compensation plans, which I'm not calling them a scam like other people, because I'm only going to sit at 5% or 10% for a really small period of time, and I'm going to shoot my way right up. Right? But not everybody can do what I can do, because not everybody understands the compensation plan like I do, because I'm not getting in until I understand the compensation plan to a certain degree, right? I need to know what I need to focus on from day one, because the way that I look at it is I'm always looking at the opportunity cost. If I don't get the compensation plan right to a degree from day one, in my opinion, that's money that I lost, right? So I'm not really into things to lose money. I'm in them to more so help people and transform people's lives and make an impact and get compensated for that, because my work is, repeat after me, my work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation, right? And so if Billy Bob is my coach and my mentor, and he gets his portion as a manager, as he should, right? And if, say, the company on average pays out 40% and I'm at level 10%, that other 30%, and so many, not exactly that full amount, but a portion of that averaged out across everyone is going to Billy Bob, right? So just for argument's sake, we're going to say the other 30% is going to Billy Bob. So do you understand why Billy Bob doesn't want you being involved in something that's going to give you 100%? Because there's a saying, 100% of 100% is what? 100%. And so that's why Billy Bob has a problem with you being interested in and devoting your time to MRR, not just DBA, anything, right? Not just Digital Boss Academy, anything that's PLR or MRR, or even your own coaching and consulting. Because 100% of 100% is 100%. 100% of 100% is 100%, right? You can get 5 or 10%, if you're lucky, 20 or 25%, or you can get 100%. Okay, you can get 100% because 100% of 100% is 100%, right? And there's this saying, I can't remember the exact Bible passage, but you can't serve two masters unless you love one and hate the other. So if you are continuing to work that business model where you might average 30 to 40% on a month, if you're building a team too, you might get 30 or 40%. And you also have over here where you're getting 100%. Where are you going to begin to shift your time to? Where are you going to begin to shift your attention to? Because you can't serve two masters unless you love one or hate the other. So these are things we have to keep in mind and run through a lens when we hear people saying the things that they have to say. Okay? Because they have a right to think what they want to think. I'm never going to, argue somebody's opinion. I'm just going to bring the facts. And the fact is 100% of 100% is 100%. Okay. So now that we've cleared that up, let me see again if I can, without knocking my phone over, because I'm not on my tripod, I am not at home, if I can get on the screen my, right there it is. Okay, so I don't really like the way that looks, but there it is. Okay, so that is what I have done in the first 2 weeks of DBA. And I'll admit, I've been spending more of my time absorbing and learning and being a part of the community. I do go live pretty much daily. I think I've missed maybe 3 days since I've joined DBA, and probably really only 2, right? But it takes time. I also want to say that yes, I have a community. Yes, I have audience. Yes, I have email lists. But DBA for me is me going out and reaching a market and addressing the needs of a market that I have not addressed before. So in other words, it is a new market. So I will take, I'm not too fond of that angel number per se, but we're going to think positive here. And, we're going to roll with it that was a divine number, okay? Because my God is my supply. That's where it came from. So that is what I have been able to do with reaching this new market. And my pipeline grows every single day. Now, here is my thought. My thought is by July 1st, when DBA Volume 2 drops and the price goes to $333, my thought is that I will actually not only double, but probably triple or quadruple that number. That is my goal. That is what I am going for. Okay, I'm going for at least tripling that number and getting upwards of because triple of 800 would be 2,400, so about $2,000 in sales by the 1st. So I am going to be going live like a mad person, like an insane person, and pumping out the content, doing all the things. Okay, I just reached level 5 in DBA. Okay, so DBA is the community where you can help people. You can help whoever it is that you serve be able to monetize. And what I say is the difference between DBA and some of the other programs that are out there. I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't waiting on nobody. And that is why DBA is perfect. You don't have to wait. There are people who have bought the other courses for $500, for $600, for $1,000. And I am not arguing against those price points. Absolutely not. And from what I've seen, those products are at least worth that, right? However, there are people who were marketing them and did not make sales. What that says to me as an experienced marketer is that there was just simply misalignment, that those products at that given time were not matched with their audience. And then when they joined DBA, they quickly began to sell and sell and sell and sell again, because their marketing developed the market for them. Their content developed the market for them. They just didn't have the product that was aligned to meet the needs of that market. And now that they have the product to meet the needs of that market, they are able to sell to that market. And then DBA is not only about the price point, it is preparing the hearts, minds, the belief system of those who join them now to actually be able to go to the next step, which would be the courses that they already have and have already created the content for. So those people are going to see exponential and explosive growth, and I am so happy for them, okay? I also want to say that the number you see on the screen is not an income claim, okay? It is just a very real, I've been here live daily for 2 weeks plus, sharing my own journey in digital marketing all the way back to 2 weeks post high school, okay? Working on a major consumer brand and getting through multiple master's degree without learning content marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, email marketing, influencer marketing, UGC marketing, affiliate marketing, none of that, right? I learned all of that in the last 10 years, okay? And so when I saw the community that Brooklyn and Jaquela and everyone, Melissa was building with DBA, I wanted to be a part of that for several reasons, okay? And so when you see this number one, I want you to know it's possible. And if you know me, you know I am a 50-year-old grandma of 2 adult children. I am a mama to 2 adult children. I am a grandma to a 10-year-old grandson and a 4-year-old granddaughter, right? You'll also know my story of being overworked, underpaid, overqualified, overeducated for various roles that I was in, and got sick and tired of that. And that is how I wound up online building a business and fell into digital marketing, okay? And because of that, I am able to be with my grandchildren when I choose to, when my daughter needs me to, when they want to be with me. Because baby, when they are with me, they are attached to me at the hip. They don't know anything about the stressed out me that would come home from work and be tired and be irritable. All they know is that their Nana pays them 100% attention when she is with them. She is not in her phone. She is not, off in la la land, stressed out. She is in tune with them, listening to their every word, laughing at their every joke. Whatever they want to do, we do, right? So my biggest fear is, had I not taken the leap and gotten into the digital marketing world, into the digital marketing space, which for me was just a natural progression of my skill set that I'd already invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in time in over 20 years in. Can I get an amen? Right? So I don't even understand why people were so upset, because it's like, do you understand? I now get to use my skill set at a higher level than I've ever used it before. Okay. So that $666 represents all of that to me. Amen. Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Kendra. Yes. Okay. So being able to be with my grandchildren when I want to be with them, being a part of their village to groom them into productive, good citizens of the world brings me the most joy, right? It brings me the most joy, because I would not be able to, and it's not all about my grandchildren either. It's also about, my grandmother's legacy, because she helped me with my children. I wouldn't have been able to have the career that I had it not been for her and my grandfather and my parents and even my siblings and some of my cousins, right? And my aunties, right? So it's me, I, like I said on another video, when my daughter was pregnant with my grandson, I knew it was my turn. I knew I needed to put the heat on what I was doing and crank it up, because I didn't want him going to daycare. I wanted him to have the same experience that my children did growing up. So that number to me is not an income claim. That number is to inspire. I don't care who you are, but it's specifically inspire the 50-year-old grandma, the 50-year-old empty nest mom, the 50-year-old who's feeling the pressure at work that they want to push her out so that they can get someone in younger than her to pay her less money. That is what this is about, okay? That's where this is important to me. I'm looking to inspire that person. I'm looking to inspire anyone. If you think that you can't do it, if you think that it's not for you, if you think that you're too old, if you think you don't have the experience, if you think this, if you think that, I am here to tell you, yes, you can. On the flip side, if you think you're too educated, if you think you're too corporate, if you think you're too bougie, I'm here to tell you, I made 6 figures in corporate America. So I just don't, and I mean, and that was before now, when like 6 figures is still broke, right? 6 figures is still poor. This is when 6 figures actually meant something, right? And yeah, and I had I have the education, I have the experience, and I have no problem learning from, women like Brooklyn and Shakayla, who, yeah, they may be younger than me, but they know where all of this is going. And trust me, I can see it. That's why I'm here. But they definitely know where this is going, and they're leading the way. And I have no problem learning from them, from Matt, the CEO, right? From M, who I watched and who I bought the program from. So this is definitely something that I would recommend to anyone, because here's the thing. Digital marketing is no longer an option. You need to know digital marketing regardless of what it is that you do. If you want to stay employed, if you want to stay employable, honey, you're going to need marketing skills, okay? You're going to need branding skills, okay? Because when you apply for a job, it is a stiff competition in 2024 when one job role can have 10,000 applicants. There's no way that a human can review 10,000 job applicants. There's no way that a human can sift and sort through that, right? That computer system, that AI is going to whittle that down to a handful of candidates, right? All the personality tests and all that. And I'm going to be honest with you, I just opted out. I'm not doing all that for somebody else. I mean, to jump through all them hoops for somebody else to tell me when I can be with my grandkids and when I can't, when I can go to the doctor, when I can't, when I can go on vacation and for how long and all of that. I'm just not really interested to go through all those hoops to be treated like that. I'm just not. And I'm unapologetic about it. But hey, if that's you, no judgment. We still cool. I'm just speaking on, for me, that is where I am at, okay? And so I don't care what you are doing. You are in branding, you are in marketing, you are in sales. If you are a stay-at-home mom trying to convince your 4-year-old daughter not to waste the nail polish all over the floor, right? Trying to convince your 4-year-old to go to bed and go to sleep at a decent time. You are in sales. Sales is persuasion, right? Sales is sales, right? And you are selling. When, the very thing I always say is, because I've worked with people and heard from people, well, I'm not a salesperson. You trying to convince me that you're not a salesperson is you being a salesperson. And in every transaction, a sale is made. Either you're selling me or I'm selling you, and I'm not getting sold today. You're not going to sell me on that you're not a salesperson today. Because right now, you trying to tell me that you're not a salesperson is you being a salesperson. So you got to go tell that to your mama or to somebody who gonna handicap you and crush you. Because it's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. No, we're going to go to the next level, okay? And here's how we're going to do it, okay? And so if you are in any role, you are in digital marketing, you are in marketing, you are in branding, and you are in sales, okay? So let me take this off and let's go to let's look at the actual digital boss. Okay, let's flip this. I almost turned it off. Now I got to figure out how to flip it. Digital Boss Academy. That we use a program called School, okay? And there is an app for it. I just love to do things on my laptop because it's just, I make a lot less typos when I use my laptop, right? So you'll download the School app. You'll set up your School account once you have joined, okay? It's very important when you join that you use a valid email address, because that is where you will get all of this information, and there are no refunds. In fact, you check a box that there are no refunds. That is going to protect me, and it will protect you too from people who will want to join DBA, download all the stuff, and then cry to the payment processor and get a refund. Well, we've got check marks in place that you acknowledge that there is no refunds, okay? So what you will do is you will send your receipt in, and we will email you and let you know what address to send that receipt to, and that is how you get in here. Why do we do that? Because you cannot sell DBA for less than $111, and that is why there is a checkpoint to make sure that no one is out there diluting the value of DBA by selling it for less than the minimum price per the reseller license, okay? So when you get in DBA, the first thing you're going to see is this community, and you will see a welcome about, joining and that, okay? So this is the community. We will come back here, but let's go over to the classroom, okay? This is what when I saw this, I was like, I want in this, okay? Because it is so professionally done, right? So DBA is not a course. DBA is not a course. DBA is an academy. It is a PLR and MRR community. What PLR and MRR stands for is private label rights and master resale rights. So it is a licensing agreement. Did you know that the majority, here comes my marketing again. Did you know my nerdiness? Did you know that the majority of Disney items that you buy, like toys and t-shirts and clothing that you buy, is not actually created and sold by Walt Disney World or the Walt Disney Company? Did you know that? It is all, most of it, not all, a good chunk of it is actually designed, put together, and sold under a license agreement with Disney. This is very much like that, okay? Except where if I were to say want to do some Disney t-shirts and not risk, going to jail and, having, things confiscated and that for being counterfeit and not, being copyright and trademark violations, I would have to pay Disney a certain amount of each sale or a flat amount under the licensing agreement. Whereas with this particular course, you get 100% of the sale, right? So if you join DBA and you use my link in my bio, the third button, when you set up your store, which we show you how to do, all of your sales, you get 100% of every last one of your sales, okay? Now, when you join, you will go to start here, and here I'll show you what it looks like. This is where you're going to learn. You do not skip this, okay? Do not skip this, because if you violate any of these things that are in here, you can get banned from DBA, and no, you will not get your money back, okay? So do not skip this. You want to go here to get your welcome, to learn the legal rules and the rules of DBA, and you will get a tour, okay? So do not skip this, right? The people who have bad things to say about DBA and have actually been in DBA, I can tell you based on my marketing expertise, my leadership expertise, I doubt that they actually even went to the Start Here module and actually went through it. You will see that I actually went through this module. Because I'm nerdy like that. Because I'm meticulous like that, right? If I'm going to market it and get 100%, I'm going to market it and get 100% responsibly, ethically, right? So we're also going to show you how to set up your store. You have 3 options: Stan, Snip Feed, and Beacons. Those are not your only options. Those are the only options we cover in the course, right? Some of my people are using my link for Tap Link, and that is fine. I really have no preference any way or the other, okay? I will say the nice thing about Stand Store, from what I hear, is if you are marketing it and your people use your link, you get $20 every month for each one of them that do. So your Stand Store can end up being free. Stand Store also is how I get access to Afterpay and Klarna through my Stripe account. But through Stand Store, you only have that ability through Stand Store at the $99 level, and that is how. There was something on my screen kind of confused me. Okay, and that is great because that will give you, if somebody joins at the $27, you still get 100%. You still get your full $111 minus, the Stripe fee. Okay. Those people that complain about DBA, I can also tell you, and there's very few of them, so I don't want to give them a whole lot of energy, but, if you hear people say bad things about DBA, I guarantee you they did not go through these 3 modules right away. I guarantee you they didn't, okay? They just went straight to selling, and they just went straight to whatever they did, and, I'm just going to go here and say this. The millionaire mindset, okay? Entrepreneurship is the greatest journey in personal development you will ever take in your life, okay? And your income will seldom exceed personal development. And that is one of the things that drew me to Brooklyn, is listening to her and her passion for personal development and her personal development journey. So of course there's a millionaire mindset in here, including a daily prayer call Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So this is top tier, okay? Now, what I want you to understand, again, DBA is not a course. It is a program. It is a community, right? So the heart of DBA is these vaults right here, the content vault and the PLR vault. But there's still training in here to help you and support you in these done-for-you products and marketing them, okay? Now, whoopsie. Get back on track here. Okay. Now, as you know, you can join DBA and you can get volumes 1 and volume 2 for only $111 while I'm on here live, and you can actually get started for only $27 and like 75 or 50 cents, right? And there are people that have not even made it through a full payment plan and have made several $1,000s. Now, again, that's not an income claim. That's just to share the power of what is possible with this, okay? And I'm going to tell you that this Build a Bomb brand module is worth the cost of admission alone. I'm going to repeat. Building a bomb brand is worth the cost of admission alone. If you took this information here and you learned it and applied it to your own business and then started getting clients to do this in other people's businesses for them, other businesses, do you know what your income could be just from going through only 4 modules in DBA, and you get both volume 1 and volume 2 for only $111, $27.50 down today? This module alone, and this is coming from someone who has built this brand here, which has 25,000 followers on Facebook, okay, had an Instagram with that many followers, has a Pinterest with 12,000 followers, has made multiple 6 figures in revenue in the last 10 years, okay? So I know a thing or two about branding, okay? And I am here to tell you, as a course creator, I would price this module at probably $697, to be completely honest with you. $697 retail, and when I want to discount it and really drive sales, $497. Give a $200 offer off when I'm in a quote-unquote launch period, because that's strategy, and that's what I do. I am at heart a marketing strategist, okay? So this right here alone is $697 in value, and you get it as part of the full volume 1 and volume 2 for only $111 or $27.50 if you put that down for your start today, okay? There is a module on digital marketing. You get digital marketing training, okay? There is a plethora of content here on digital marketing, and you get access to all of it. This also at least $297 in value is what I would appraise it at least. I'd have to look at it again deeper, but I would say at least $297. Okay, success leaves clues. So we give you content inspiration. You can go into this inspiration vault and you could look at people who are doing it right. And not only doing it right, but actually getting results. Okay, I'm not going to show y'all too much of what's in here because, you know, you got to actually, go ahead and join, right? The content vault. This alone, again, worth the $111. The content vault alone, promo flyers, Kickstarter kick, melanin reels, melanin faceless reel covers, 43,000 plus face and faceless reels, more done for you. Baby, there is thousands of dollars in content in this module, and you get it along with all the other 40 some modules for only $111, $27 down. Okay, I'm not in the business of persuading. I'm not in the business of convincing anybody. I'm just here to tell you. Now, this is where the community is a asset, right? Because there are assets in here, right? These are done for you products. These are monetizable assets. Whether you choose to monetize them or not is entirely up to you. 150 done for you templates that you can sell. Canva crash course that you can sell. Success Withstand that you can sell, okay? Faceless digital marketing guide that you can sell, okay? All of these products. And then when you click on them, you will see, oops, didn't mean to do that. You can see that there are multiple things under many of these. So there is a lot of done for you content in here that you can customize to your brand and monetize, right? There are people who are not only making money from selling DBA, they are also selling the content that is in here. That is actually a project that I am working on right now. It inspired some things for me to do, okay? I've not been big on selling ebooks and that. I tend to be more of a high ticket marketer because of my experience and price point in the lifestyle, right? But, you know, there's always room for growth. There's always room to learn something new. So I am getting in and venturing around and learning more about selling more of a volume, more of a lot of something that costs less, okay? Because I've been fine with selling not the highest volume, but because I'm selling higher ticket, you know, that's just always been my motto. So I am stretching myself too. Automations. So if you've ever been on IG and someone said, drop this word if you want info or to get this from me, right? We show you how to do that. That alone, I need to actually set that up. That will blow up your revenue, okay? Canva. These are high income skills. Canva. How to edit in Canva. That is a high income skill. Because what I do not recommend is that you go into this done for you vault and that you just take the things as they are and put them in your store. You want to go in Canva and customize them to your brand. So you're going to use the Canva editing module. You're going to use the Done For You vault. And you're going to use the Bomb Branding vault, because the Bomb Branding vault is going to help you develop your style guide. Don't believe me? Let's go here. There are some worksheets down here. Resources, right? There's a brand strategy workbook, right? There are more workbooks and ebooks. There's a checklist, right? So all of this is here to help you and support you in becoming that digital boss, okay? So you're going to combine your branding with your marketing with the vault, right? With CapCut, video editing with Canva, and with TT, and boom, right there. If you do what you learn in here, I'm not going to say it's going to happen in a week. I'm not going to say it's going to happen in a month. But give yourself 12 to 18 months and you're going to have very much a six-figure business. And for some people, it happens a lot sooner than that. Okay, but I can't make any guarantees. Why? Because everyone's influence is different. Everyone's time and talent is different. Everyone's learning curve and learning style is different. And some people are going to pick it up and run with it right away. Other people, not so much. Some people are going to have a lot of riz, as my grandson says, and they're going to be able to just talk, and people are going to buy and join them because they like them. I don't know you like that. You don't even know you like that. You're going to discover and figure it out, though, if you actually come in here and do what you say you're going to do, and not just buy it and let it sit on the shelf and think that that's going to, get you paid, right? IG, budgeting, right? So this is not just about, I hate when they say this. This is not a course to learn how to sell courses, to create and sell courses. This is a business course. This is a total person. This is totality. You hear me talk about that all the time. I studied stewardship for my master's degree, for my thesis for my master's degree. It was about marketing financial services to African Americans. And one of the big things that came up was stewardship, right? And there are 4 T's to stewardship: your time, talent, treasure, and totality, right? DBA can hit on all of those because you can buy your time back. You can develop your talent. You can increase your treasure, and you can leverage and increase your totality. Boom. It is a course it is a community built on stewardship. That is why Brooklyn is having wild success with this, because she is a good steward of those 4 things. Jakayla, Rich Thames, he is a good steward of all of this. He is a good man. He is a good father to his children. That is why people are having such success with this program, because it is centered. It is servant leadership. Okay. And so that is why you learn things like budgeting, business formation, right? And so I say this is like going into undergrad and you're going to get your foundation. You see how this is set up? People saying this is just set up in like a mishmash don't know what the hey they talking about, because it makes perfect sense to me when I go through it. And I'm a very logical person, because remember what I told you. The person who understands the compensation plan is the person who owns the most. In this case, the person who understands the value of the community is the person who earns the most, okay? So I understand the value in this community and how it is laid out. It is building blocks. It is building blocks, right? Remember, DBA is been successful for people who bought other programs and couldn't sell them. Now they're selling DBA like hotcakes, and once those people matriculate and they're looking for the next best thing, boom, they can serve them. They've got a ready built-in market ready to upgrade at any point. This is stepping stones. This is building blocks, okay? So these are your fundamentals. This is like when you're going for a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree. Your first year or 2 you're spent in the fundamentals before you start to niche down and get into your major, okay? So as we get down here, now we're getting into your 200 level, 300 level courses, and now you're beginning to specialize, okay? We've got beauty here. We've got credit. We've got affiliate marketing. Okay. This is both your personal and business credit. Okay. You're forming your business, right? Everyone asks the question, do you need an LLC? You know why the LLC isn't up here first? Because you don't need it right away. That's a decision that you get to make later on. And that is why LLC is right here. Okay. Send the haters to me. Send them to my content, because I'm going to break it down to the very last compound each and every time. Okay. Business, beauty business. Okay. If you know me, okay, we're going to go back to that bomb branding, because Jakayla is a Hamilton too. We're not actually related, but that's my little sis. Okay. Here, she talks about what? Choosing a tagline. My tagline since 2015. I blog about the business of beauty. I modified it in 2019 and it became the business of you as I, ventured out past beauty. Okay. Listen, there is a reason why out of all the programs out there, I chose this one. I didn't start it. That was definitely not even a Freudian slip. I just got excited, right? Okay. So you are now determining your major. You are exploring. You don't have to do all of these. Once you get past this mark right in here, one of these two, now you get to choose. You can go through all of them, or you can just pick and choose. You can explore. There is nothing wrong with it exploring. Don't let these haters on the internet stop your shine. You can learn something from each and every one and modify it, adjust it for the next, okay? Airbnb, get fit, get fine, okay? And then there are Q&As and those replays, right? There are bonuses. And then coming in, now we're getting into volume 2, email marketing, how to launch, YouTube, MRR mastery, funnels. And there's even more coming in volume 2. Even more coming, how to become a travel agent, how to become a virtual assistant, Etsy, UGC. I mean, you name it, 25 modules in volume 2. Okay? So the vision for DBA is that it not just be a course about creating a course. And by the way, there are people who don't know how to create a course. So what is wrong with it being us? And you know what I mean when I say us being the one to teach people how to create a course. I don't understand. I don't think some of y'all realize the words that be coming out of y'all mouths sometimes, right? I don't think y'all just have natural guttural reflexes and just blurt stuff out without really thinking about it. And I want you to, instead of doing that next time, go and sit with those words and really, because I have to do this sometimes. I'm human. I sometimes have to go back and sit on my words. And sometimes I have to turn around and eat them because what I said really didn't make any sense. Okay? It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Okay? So I'm not going to be out here much longer. My auntie should be back anytime soon. And we're going to go have Taco Wednesday. You know, if you know my story, I'm the oldest niece. I'm the oldest daughter, the oldest granddaughter, and the firstborn niece. And my mom grew up in a household of 5 sisters, and she's the oldest child. Okay? My daughter is all of that. She is my daughter. My mom is not the oldest grandchild or the oldest niece, but she's in my grandma's line. My mom is the oldest child. She gave birth to the first grandchild, the first niece, who also happened to be a female, a woman, me. So I'm the oldest daughter, the oldest grandchild. If my grandma was alive today, she would tell you I'm her firstborn niece, her firstborn grandchild, her number 1 grandchild. That's what she always proudly called me. That's why I had to coach myself over the years about I don't always have to be number 1, because I've been told I was number 1 my entire life. I've always felt, I ain't gonna lie, kind of entitled to being number 1. Okay, so that's my own personal development journey that I continue to be on. Okay, so I am the old. My grandma would tell you her number 1 grandchild. My aunties, I'm their firstborn niece. My auntie was just teasing earlier because I was teasing her about something. She said, "You're supposed to be my favorite niece," because they only have 4 nieces. Okay, my mom had 2 of them, and 2 of her sisters each had a daughter, right? And then there's 10 grandsons. So there's only 4 nieces, and only 3 of us are left. 1 passed away shortly after my grandfather in 2012. So I say all that to say, we're doing, I've been here with her since yesterday. She moved, about 5 blocks away from me. So I've been coming over and checking on her. My mom is the oldest, and she's the second oldest. So we're going to go have tacos together. I have been spoiled my entire life by my aunties, but I also have had a lot of responsibility too, as the oldest child, oldest niece, and oldest grandchild. So I love to share a little personal stuff, a little bit about me too. So, you know who I am. So yeah, my daughter is the first daughter, first child, first grandchild, and first great grandchild. And then she gave birth to the first great grandchild and great grandchild. So she was the first grandchild and the first great grandchild. And my grandson he's the first boy in my line. And he is the first great grandchild and the first great grandchild. So we have a very special and unique bond. That is truly my best friend. I love him so much. If you follow me on Facebook, which I do recommend, I share him. I don't share them as much as I used to. It's just, the internet is so scary, but I do tend to share a little bit about them from time to time in my time with them. I live for it. I can't imagine on any given day not being able to be with them because I'm in a cubicle or in an office or in a meeting that could have been an email. I'd rather be with them than that any given day, right? They've joined me on Zooms. Now that he's a little older, he doesn't like to get in front of the camera for Zoom as much, but he loves to, I think we're going to start our own YouTube channel. he loves to create content with me. Like, you know, we do a lot of cooking videos. We will, you know, make recipes. He sends me recipes all day, every day from YouTube Shorts, and we make some of that stuff and we record it. You know, he's got his fans. One of the girls that I went to high school with, her and her sister, they're truly like family. And I took them to see them one day, and he was just in his element, because they were telling him, oh, I'm a fan, and he was just eating it up. So her older sister has a granddaughter, and her granddaughter and my granddaughter are actually cousins. They're from the same side on their father's side. So, you know, I come from a small community. Stuff like that happens all the time. So anyway, so I'm not going to be on here long, but if you join DBA now while I'm live, you will get it you can get joined for only $27, and I will give you a free strategy consultation. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I can't guarantee that. Okay, I can't guarantee that. That's one of those, you had to be there live. You had to be there live. I do tend to upload my replays over onto YouTube, mainly just to repurpose and reshare them. And then I have a copy of them because, you know, baby, I be giving away some training on these videos. I be schooling on these videos. You know, that 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership comes out. And, you know, I do believe my spiritual gift is education, is teaching, and it runs in my family. My dad's youngest sister is an educator. My mom worked in education, and I have various aunties and cousins, great aunties who work in education. So that's what I love to do. Okay. So I told you I wasn't going to be here long. We get ready to go have tacos. Yep. My auntie just walked in the door. You heard her say, yep. All right, I'm ready to. I'm hungry. So join DBA. You can get it for $27 down with Klarna 4Pay. And you can also choose to pay in full at $111. You'll get volumes 1 and volume 2. Just go to the link in my bio and click that third button, okay? I may or may not come back live later. I don't know. We will see how the rest of the day goes. But, you know, do your girl a solid. Do yourself a solid and get DBA. I don't care what it is that you do, who you are. You need marketing skills in this next phase of life, okay? The world has changed. AI is changing everything. If you want to have income going forward, you are going to need to know how to market yourself, how to monetize yourself, and get in front of the right people who have money to pay you for what the value you bring. And that is where DBA comes in. Okay. I will see you later. If you're not following, make sure that you follow and turn on notifications for when I go live, because you never know. I promise you, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And there's a whole lot. There's over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership, double master's degree up in this head that can tell you some stories and teach you a thing or two. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.